I, and I'm not saying it like with certain of the rappers that I have. I'm not leaving you just alone and y'all are screwed. I gave everybody y'all's information. Some they already contacted and said, and that's it. But I'm officially taking down the radio. I'm not doing the radio anymore. Maybe later, you'll hear me on FM radio. I did get an offer when I called one of my homegirls from Washington, D.C. She's from Las Vegas, and she got transferred to Washington. Miss Sandy offered me a really good position. She got a lot of good connections in Dallas, and, possibly just do it part-time up there, but for FM, nothing like this. But it's still another outlet, like an outlet. So, I'm sorry for the ones that I've disappointed, but I hope you can see the bigger picture of, I'm not trying to disappoint anybody and just like fold and say, man, you're going for a girl, and you never know it, like, it might not even happen, and it might not. But for once in my life right now, I'm happy. Like, I've been happy, but just me in my head won't allow me to be happy because I have nothing to look forward to. I have nothing, nothing to live for. The little perks of that I was happy, man. After my 4 days, I get to go to New Mexico. After 4 days, I get to go hunting with my boys. After 4 days, I get to go drinking with my homie. That's just temporary happiness. Now I can look forward to, and come April, I might get transferred. Come May, I might get transferred. Come, August, I might get to be with my, with my friend, Zaina. Whatever the case may be, maybe I'm just an idiot in all of this. But I want to be happy. I want her to be happy. And I know she loves me. And I know she won't say it because, of course, different people, different cultures. But I know she knows what we had. Because just like her, man, I knew her best. And she knows me best. And that's the only reason I'm kind of doing this. I was already doing this because I wanted it out. And I needed to be closer to my daughter. I'm just trying to make it all work. Make it all fit. I'm never going to stop on my book. I'm not stopping that part. Not stopping the screenplay. I just like anybody else, I just want to be happy. And I want to be happy, but I know it's different for me just because I had a lot more people in my hands and I had a little bit of status. And yeah, I was behind the pictures a lot, or behind the stage, and not trying to do much. And that was great. It really was super, it was amazing. And I still got to put my hand in certain things, and with my boy Frankie J, that's one person that I won't let go of. If you get to hear this, I know you're busy, you're still working on your projects and doing stuff, and man, your advice helped me tremendously. So, the people I haven't called and you do hear this, it's me not being completely done, it's just me kind of walking away a little. Walking away, but from this, but still being there. But just a happier me. I came to Beeville because I thought I was going to have a family here. And it was promised, and We all kind of know how I am about promises, this and the other. But in my head, I knew it wasn't going to happen. I just, like I said, I wasn't in a good place. And man, I do talk a lot. But I'm going back. I'm going back to North Texas. Probably won't be Dallas, but I know it'll be as close as humanly possible. A couple of the prisons are about an hour and 20 minutes, away from my daughter or Zayna, and I'm just gonna work my ass off. And that's all I can honestly do is just do what I can do. And this is it for me for the radio. This is it for me for the comedy. Anybody that I kind of missed, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm gonna still try to go up to Oklahoma, visit my people up there, work on my stuff. Anybody that still needs help, like I said, I'm not all my contacts are pissed off with me. I know Brooke is kind of pissed off with me, but it is what it is. Emily, we're cool, but I think they all understand that I have to, I'm deleting them and taking their phones off, like not messaging them as much as I used to, or going back and forth, because just like anything, and it's just always going to be that temptation of, man, I want to see what they're doing. Man, I wonder, like doing a certain project, or man, I wonder how this would be. I wonder how that's going to be. That would be pretty freaking cool. But like I know with Brooke, I know you'll be hearing this with Chloe and Bailey. And I know you're actually going to be in Vegas, so I think you're already there, if I'm not mistaken, and y'all will all be listening to this at the same time. But man, I can't be pushed like I was pushed and hassled and everything, and it sucks to be pushed a lot and can't produce, and then it just eats at you, and you feel like a failure, and that's how I felt for the longest time. So excuse me. Yeah. This is it for me. So I enjoyed my listeners. Thank you for always being there for me. I had a great time. I'm happy for all the people I met. Peter Boy, quite a few amazing people. Morgan Freeman, Charlie Sheen. Man, I don't even know who. Neil Patrick Harris. Met not Britney Spears. Katy Perry, Somo, Hank the Third, The Lax. Nothing more. Johnny Hawkins. Love Johnny Hawkins. Me and him. I think, I didn't get to message him, but I know we'll stay great friends. Sleeping with Sirens. And the list goes on and on. Bruno Mars. I got to meet him. Love Bruno Mars. The people from Kid Craddock in the morning. And Kid Craddock, I hope he's looking down at me, and I know if he was there, and he would be the first person I would contact, because like I think everybody knows the story. He's the reason why I got into radio. He's the one that kind of helped me get into certain things, and man, I owe him a lot. I have never told anybody this. Only a few people know about this story. It was November 20th of 2006. My wife had just left me with my daughter right before Thanksgiving. We were in Dallas, and that's one thing Dana doesn't, like why I'm so scared about going back to Dallas. I have a lot of bad memories with Dallas, but I went to work, and that was one thing. I worked hard every single time, and I was working a lot of hours, and I was working at National Rent-A-Car, and if you hit a certain amount, you got more money, and I was just a car wash guy, a make ready guy. That was my position. And I didn't ask anything from this girl, from my ex-wife. I would bring either food, or I would just tell her, "Hey, can you make me Frito chili pie?" I learned not to really ask much from her, and her whole family was coming up and for Thanksgiving, and they were gonna go to Forney for Thanksgiving dinner or lunch, and came home one night, and nobody was there. And I called her cell phone, no answer, and I called and I called. And I called her dad's phone and no answer. And finally she answered. And I freaked out, and I was like, "Dude, where the fuck are you? Her stuff is packed, where are you?" And she said she was leaving me because she wanted to go home. And throughout our marriage, we kind of went back and forth a lot. Or she went back and forth. And it sucked, because all I ever wanted to do was work and just take care of my family. And so I wanted to kill myself, and I was going to kill myself. And then Kid Craddock in the Morning show came on, and I could not stop laughing because it was Big Al talking about his marriage advice, and I laughed and I laughed. And I told myself, there's going to be two options. Either I can kill myself or I can get fat. And I got fat. I didn't kill myself. And so I sent that message to Kid Craddock, and ever since then, we talked, and we've been friends, and told him my passions, and he helped me throughout the way. And then I got into radio, and then now I'm here. Like I said, my life is so all kinds of fucked up. Man, I just know that I can't offer much, but I can just offer you my love, my loyalty, my faithfulness, and that's all I can offer you. And I can offer that to my friends. Everything that I promise y'all, everything that I say I'm going to get done, and I'm going to get it done. I have a lot of weight on my shoulder, and I have a lot of people just, that look up to me, and it sucks. So I need to do this for me, though, on certain things. So I don't know what's going to happen from now to then. Maybe it won't work out. Maybe God will intervene and send me somebody. Maybe God will kill me by then. I don't know. But until then, I don't know. I'm just gonna go forward and keep on fighting.